Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make some exploded views and turn them into a drawing with a bill of material. So I'm going to take one of these example uh, assemblies that we have here, and I'm going to explode it. So, you go from your part over to your assembly. And over here on the side, there's one that says exploded views, and you're going to click on that. Going to add an exploded view. When you do an exploded view, you're just going to click on each part, and you're going to try to make it so that, move them apart so that you can see how this thing would be assembled. After you've moved an individual part, you hit the green check mark so you're not doing multiple at a time. I'm just going to have these nicely one after the other. There we go. There's an exploded view. When I'm done, I'm going to hit done. And then it goes away, and I can do that. And it looks like it was never exploded in the first place. What I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to go over to make a new element. I'm going to make a drawing, same place you would go for your orthographic, but you're not doing an orthographic. You're going to do an exploded view with a bill of materials. So we're going to insert, and it says here Part Studio. Well, I don't want to do a Part Studio. I want to do an assembly. So I'm going to select the assembly. And I say, hey, this looks wrong. What's wrong here? And there's a couple things. One, if you go over here, there's explode/position. You're going to change that from default to explode. And I head over here and I say, hey, this doesn't look any different. For my explosion, it doesn't look any different. From yours, it'll probably actually look different, just not the right view. You're going to go over here to view and orientation. You're going to give it the isometric view. And now, there you go. Blink. And we only need one view because it's the exploded view. However, I'm going to do some other things with it. I am going to put in a bill of materials table. Just drop that in there. And I can just drop on these little arrows. Let's say that's part 1. It's also part 1. It's also part 1. And that's part 2. You should have 4 parts because there should be 4 parts there. But if I look up here, there's no part number, there's no description. So I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to fix that. Let's go over to the assembly. So let's do properties on part 1. Let's give it a description. Say, this is a drawer. Let's give it a part number. Drawer 1. Save. And let's do the same thing for this. Let's go properties. Cabinet, chest. Spell it right. Part number, cab 1. Save. Let's go back over to the drawing. Oh, interesting. It only fixed one of them. Let's go back over there. Let's make sure that, okay, these are all 3 parts have the same properties. All right, well, that's weird. Here's a way to fix it. Let's just do this. Let's hit delete. Oh, come on. Delete. And let's just drop it back in. No. All right. delete the whole thing and drop it back in. Insert, insert, assembly, assembly, not front but isometric, not default but explode 1, bill of materials, drop it in. This might seem like just a nothing thing, but it turns out a good portion of my job as an engineer. Just if you made anything, all of the parts had to be labeled. All of the parts had to be able to be called from the stock room so that they could actually put the stuff together. My bills of materials usually ended up with about 4 pages of different random stuff. Oh, why is this not going? Let's go delete these. I must not have hit that right. And yeah, so we would enter into our manufacturing control thing. And of course, you know, say what this is. This is a cabinet. Explode assembly. And ta-da! There is the exploded view. That's what we're gonna be doing next. All right. And stop recording.